Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Gen X Living Life. My name is Maggie,
And I'm Penny, your favorite pharmacist.
and today we are going to decode more prescription drug names. Okay, Prevacid.
So, this is an over the counter medication. It stops acid, stomach acid. So, it's from Prevent, Prevent acid.
All right. Prilosec.
This is another drug that also decreases acid. And it's sort of, it works a different way. It's called proton pump inhibitor.
Okay.
So, it's PR, which is from proton pump, right? And then LO is from the word low, like, lower. And then secretions, SEC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it used to be called LOSEC a long time ago for these old timers. We remember that. And, but it was confused with Lasix a lot. So
Ah,
they had to change the name to Prilosec. So
yeah, I'm sure that was a big
that
problem.
was a problem. There's the same milligrams. It could be prescribed daily. Yeah. So
Um, there's a Protonics.
oh yeah, Protonix. It's also a proton pump inhibitor. So it's proton and then nix, right? Proto nix. Like nix means to axe, kind of to stop. So you're
Oh,
stopping acid.
okay.
Yeah.
Nix. All right.
Yeah.
Um, Acifex.
Okay. Acifex. It also decreases. Well, it's for pH. If you look at it, like acid, ACID, and then it has the pH for
Okay.
balance, right? So it's got pH in the name, and then EX to stop. So, yeah. That's why when you see it,
Oh,
the H is capital because it's supposed to be pH.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, Esomeprazole.
Meprazole. So,
Yep.
yeah. So that one is also for the stomach. There is something called omeprazole, which is Prilosec. So this ES in front of the omeprazole is the E isomer. So they just put the ES in front of it, or the S
Okay.
isomer, something like that. Yeah. So they put that in front of it.
Okay. Um, Lomotil.
Okay. That is for Lomotil. It's for diarrhea.
Okay.
So now it just slows the mobility of your stomach, right? To stop the
Okay.
diarrhea. That's all it really is. It slows it down, right? Slows the mobility.
Thank goodness
Lower
for that.
mobility. It saved me many times.
Okay. Zantac.
So, Zantac, the actually this drug is discontinued now, but the the generic name is ranitidine, right? And that ranitidine, the beginning part of it, it was named after these frogs. They're like Rana frogs. They have the genus Rana and they have no gastric acid. Oh, and ranitidine is for stomach, for gastric acid.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
All
what that's
right.
for. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. Yeah.
Why did they discontinue it?
So there were some issues with toxicity. So now when you
Oh,
see Zantac in the store, it's actually the same thing as famotidine, which is Pepsid.
okay.
So the generic name is different, but they just still use that brand name.
Oh, okay. So they changed. It's a different formulation now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
All righty. Actigol.
So this is for the gallbladder, and it's if it's two words, action ACTI and then GALL. So
Okay.
action all the gall. I'm sorry, action on the gallbladder. So it dissolves gallstones.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
it's for people that can't have surgery or whatever. But yeah, so action on the gallbladder.
All right. Emend.
Okay, so this is for vomiting. So vomiting, another name is emesis. So they took the first part, EM, right? And then end. It's to end your vomiting.
Okay. My dad takes over the counter Emetrol. for that,
Oh,
for
yeah.
nausea.
That's another. Yep, that's
Hmm.
right.
So I don't know what the TROL means.
I think it's from control.
Oh, okay. Control the nausea. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How about that?
Go figure.
I feel so smart now.
You're gonna see these things in a whole new light. When you look at it, you're gonna see the word derivatives.
I'm like, I know what that means.
Yeah, right.
Okay, this one looks like it's a Hawaiian name. Lokelma.
Oh, Lo Kalima. So,
Lokelma.
I think that's how you say it. I probably butcher it too. But there's a condition called hyperkalemia, which is when your potassium is high,
Okay.
right? So LO is to lower, and then kalima is part of the hyperkalemia. So this is to bring down potassium levels.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's good. All
Yeah.
right. Um, Lasix.
So Lasix was named this way because it lasts 6 hours. Yeah.
LA for
So
last at
yeah,
six six
yeah,
six.
yep, yeah, yeah. Although you don't see it prescribed too much in the population that way, but in the hospital sometimes they'll do that. You'll see
Yeah.
that occasionally,
I
but
know they talk about that in the hospitals all the time. I'm like, what is Lasix?
it's a diuretic. So if you're
Okay.
fluid overloaded, you have too much fluid, it'll flush out the water that's in your
Okay.
body.
And the medication lasts 6 hours.
Yeah,
So
the
you
effect.
dispense it every 6 hours.
Um,
Or,
do,
or
you can, yeah. Like
yeah.
you'll know that the effects have last 6 hours. Like I say, they rarely do it in the community, but in the
Right.
hospital, you'll see it once in a while.
Oh, how about
Yeah,
that?
yeah. But usually just once a day, twice a day.
I wondered what that meant. I never would have guessed that.
Yeah, yeah. And if you take it too late at night, you're going to be getting up. So the most they'll do is once or twice a day. Yeah, because if you're
Yeah.
taking it every 6 hours, you're going to be going to the bathroom all night.
It's best to take it in the morning
Yeah,
if you have to. Okay.
right.
Um, Synthroid.
Okay, so this is for people who don't have thyroids or cannot produce enough thyroid hormone. So this is a synthetic form of the thyroid hormone.
Syn for synthetic.
Yeah,
Okay.
synthroid. Pretty
Got
straightforward.
it. Alrighty. Glucotrol. Um, can I do all these three?
Yeah,
Glucotrol,
I think you can.
glucagon, and
Yeah,
frumagon?
sure, go for it.
Okay. Glucotrol. I mean, that's glucose, right?
Yeah. And
Is
then
that
the
for people who are
troll.
diabetic? Yeah.
Yeah.
Controlling your glucose.
Right, right.
Oh,
That's
look at
right.
me
You're
knowing
getting the hang
stuff.
of this. Not bad.
Okay, that's smart. And glucagon, again, that's glucose, right?
Right.
Um, gone.
So this is
Is
when
that,
you don't have enough glucose, your blood sugar's low, you're going to take some glucagon.
oh, okay. So that's
So
for low blood
it's for when your
sugar.
glucose is gone. So it helps to remind you, right?
Yeah, it's just like, some of them are complicated and then some of them
But
have a story and then some
yeah,
of them is just tells you straight up what it is.
right, right.
But, they just come up with stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Whoever sits in an office, some dark basement somewhere. It's like, okay, we got a new drug. This is what it does. Give it a name.
Oh my gosh. Only in the movies.
All right. There's one called Firmagon.
Okay, so this is actually for people who have prostate cancer.
Oh,
And it's what they call an androgen inhibitor. And the only reason why I put this here is because the side effect is ED, which is erectile dysfunction. That's why you have firm gone. I know it's no laughing matter, but that's are you okay?
straight up Firmagon. Sorry, sir.
Well, if you have that, then you can use Viagra, which is for, well, we know what it's for, a lot of people. It's for vigor, right?
Gee whiz.
Well, just to remind people that that is a side effect so that they can be aware, right? I don't know that that was the actual intention, but this is the urban legend that circles around in our nerdy,
Oh,
geeky pharmacy world.
oh Lord. Moving on, moving on, moving on. Okay, okay, we're this is
This is pretty
I've heard of
straightforward.
this. This is
Yeah.
over the counter,
Hmm.
but I think it's also trying to compose myself.
You can't get over that, can you? It's no laughing matter, Maggie.
No, it's not. It's not. It was just realization of
Yeah,
they named it that.
right.
That's
That's a major side effect right there.
just so you know.
This is gonna happen.
Okay, so this next one is over the counter, but I think it's also either used to be by prescription or can be a prescription. Claritin
Yeah, it just means clarity and clear for allergies. Yeah.
for allergies. It's to
Hmm.
clear you up.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Humira.
So this is for rheumatoid arthritis. It's an injection, and they got the name HU, human monoclonal antibody, and then that's how they got the HUM part of it. Yeah. So it's actually a very good product. Helped a lot of people.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay. Um, Procardia.
So this is a blood pressure medication, and you can tell the last part of his cardia is for the heart, right? And then pro, it's good for your heart.
Good for your heart. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Losartan.
Okay, losartan, that's a blood pressure medication. It's part of a class of something that we call like sartans, Sartan, and that's derived from selective angiotensin receptor antagonist. So
Not so
you'll see,
straightforward.
yeah, but you'll see, in the word part of it, it's the S, the A, the R, and so that's how they got losartan. Yeah, and
Okay.
there is an actual product that is in the same class called Natrosol,
Okay.
and all that is losartan spelled backwards.
Oh,
I don't think it's in this country, but I was just like, oh, all right.
a mirror image.
Yeah, they just reversed the spelling. I was like, all right, that makes sense.
Okay. Amiodarone.
Amiodarone, it's for the heart, but in the middle of the word, you see IOD, right? So, iodine, which has to do with also your thyroid, right? So, one of the major side effects of this drug is thyroid toxicity. So, this
Hmm.
is to remind the doctor that, this is a possibility and, to make sure that if they're going to order for someone that has thyroid issues, they have to double check and see if this is going to be safe for them or not.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. All right. Digoxin.
Digoxin is
Got-
for the heart, and it's from digitalis toxin. So that's how they got they derived it from that. So DIG and then TOXIN. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
What's
and
digitalis?
it's from a plant. It's a natural plant, and so like I said, it helps with your heart to make it beat
Okay.
faster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Oh, and there's also low pressure. Before I forget, low pressure.
Low
So
pressure.
yeah, so if you imagine the word pressor, that's like for your blood pressure.
Oh,
So and
okay.
then LO is to lower it.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
there we go.
Hmm. Yeah.
Fosamax.
So that is for the bone, right? OS, that prefix means bone, and then max, of course, means great. So it gives you great bones.
Okay, so is it for Osteoporosis.
Yeah, to help
Okay.
prevent it. To help prevent it. Huh?
Oh, okay. Uh, Altase.
So there is a class of drugs called ACE inhibitors, right? Angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitor. It helps with blood pressure. So there's a lot of them, and so we call them ACE inhibitors, ACE, which is the last part of the word, and then ALT is just an alternate ACE inhibitor. That's all that is.
Okay. It's an alternate.
Yeah, yeah, another one, sort of, yeah.
Okay. Cisplatin.
So this is a chemotherapy drug, and
Okay.
cis means side, and then platin. That's doesn't that sound sort of like platinum, right?
Yeah.
So these drugs actually have platinum in them, the molecule, right? And there's a
Oh,
few drugs that have that same ending, like carboplatin, oxaliplatin. They all have platinum in them. So people
okay.
know, like the doctor knows that they're in the same class.
All right. Um, Tenuate.
So attenuate, I believe, is discontinued now, but it's interesting because the word tenuate, right, comes from attenuate, right? And that means to make thin. And this is a drug for weight loss.
Oh,
Yeah,
why
it
did
was.
they discontinue that?
I think there's other drugs that are out now, and there are probably some. Usually, they discontinue things because of side effects.
It's
Yeah,
usually all the same side effects with these weight loss
some.
medications, aren't they?
Yeah, but
To do with the heart or whatever.
yeah, some of them could be serious, so that's why
Yeah.
they. Yeah, or maybe it could just be people. Doctors don't prescribe them, but yeah, yeah. But I remember that way back. But yeah, it's from attenuate. Yeah.
Okay. Minoxidil.
Okay, so minoxidil is really used for blood pressure, right? Originally, there's a little story behind this. It was originally used for ulcers, but it didn't work well. Then they found out it would dilate blood vessels, so they could use it for blood pressure. But
Okay.
then they found out that somehow people were growing so much hair when they were on this medication. It was a side effect. So the scientists at the drug company, which I think was Upjohn, they said, "Hey, let's try putting this on the skin and see if it works." And it did. It caused it.
Wow.
Yeah, it helped. You know, hair growth.
Stimulate stimulate the hair growth.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And I remember I worked in a community pharmacy as an intern, and we would compound this. We would take the minoxidil tablets, crush them, put them in a suspension, and put in a bottle for people to use. This was in like late 80s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and
Way back.
yeah, way back. And then they couldn't do their own formulation because minoxidil, it still had a patent, right? So until
Oh.
the patent runs out, which happened, I think, in the 90s sometime, right?
Hmm.
So, like mid 90s. And then anybody could make minoxidil. They made preparations like liquids, like roll on. It was like a roll on. And then now there's a foam and things like that. So,
Yeah. So all kinds of
yeah,
ways
yeah,
to grow hair.
yeah. So that was a
Okay.
happy accident, I guess.
Yeah. For a lot
A
of
lot of
people.
people.
Well,
It's a
don't you
lot.
feel smarter now? You feel like a more educated patient. If you ever get prescribed any of these medications, now you understand what they're for, what their function is, and what the names mean. Some of them are pretty straightforward, some of them are kind of big shockers and funny. Some of them are kind of, okay, somebody was making sure they got the credit for it.
Hmm.
But anyway, thank you, Penny, for
You're
clearing that
welcome.
up for us, for clearing that up for us. And anyway, hopefully you will give us a thumbs up for this one. Maybe hit subscribe and share with anybody that you know, any of your friends, family, your boss, your coworkers, anybody, everybody. So, but
Tell them about
anyway,
us. Yeah.
but I hope you appreciate our new digs in the back.
My new
You know,
furniture. You like it? My living
yep,
room?
you like our new layout. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you again next time. Take care. Bye.